Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We've got more news today, so as always, let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I want to show you guys are some incredibly cool Jurassic World figures, the Jurassic World style figures. They are created in kind of like a stylized format, which, you know, I think they look super cool. They're a combination between Henry Gilbert and I apologize if I pronounce his name incorrectly, but Luciano Lambre. Again, I could have said that wrong, but he is the one that does the sculpting, and then Henry basically paints the figures, and I think they are super cool. You can see, again, they've recently released some really neat Jurassic World Rebirth style figures. You can actually acquire these on eBay. I will include links in the description to where you can purchase them on eBay, and of course links to both of them so that you can follow them on their social media accounts. Also, Haolonggood is back with a brand new release. The Torosaurus is officially available, and man, oh man, is this thing ever gorgeous. I absolutely love the paint schemes of both of these. I think Haolonggood really struck gold when it comes to these two different versions of the Torosaurus. As per usual, if you are interested, you can purchase them right now on Lana Time Shop. Also, when it comes to Star Ace, there is a brand new Godzilla model coming. As you can see, we have the Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire Evolved Godzilla that will be releasing from them. I don't know if it's available to pre-order quite yet, but honestly, it is a super cool model. I'm a big fan, of course, of Star Ace, and I'm very tempted to try to get my hands on this one. Then when it comes to Creative Beast Studio and the Beasts of the Mesozoic, we have a sneak peek of the Acrocanthosaurus that David Silva has recently shown off, and as you can see, it is an absolute beast. I cannot wait to see what this thing looks like once it's actually painted up. Then when it comes to W Dragon, it looks as though we've got a few different models. First of all, we have a sneak peek of an officially licensed Brachiosaurus that will be coming from them, and it is without a doubt by far the best looking Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus I have ever seen, and all we can really see is the head sculpt. I am super excited to see the full reveal, but apparently there was also supposed to be a Spinosaurus coming from them. This is currently put on hold, I believe, or at least that's what Paleo Figure on Facebook has stated, but this image here basically just gives us a nice sneak peek of what the figure will look like once they actually kind of dive back into the production of it. Then when it comes to Rebor, it looks as though we'll be getting ourselves a Quetzalcoatlus. This figure looks absolutely awesome. Definitely, again, really cool to see this one in the line. We don't get very many pterosaurs from Rebor, and we can also see there are two different versions of this pterosaur as well. So really excited to find out more about this one, but so far this is all we have. Then when it comes to Nanmu, they recently had shared this image giving us a sneak peek of what the actual paint apps will look like on the upcoming Smart Series Spinosaurus, and honestly it does not get more perfect when it comes to the paint application of a Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus than what we see right here. I am so excited to actually see this applied to the articulated figure. It will easily be the best articulated Spinosaurus anywhere, at least of course as far as a Jurassic Park version goes. Then when it comes to Recur, we have a look at their Dimorphodon. We have seen some images in the past, but we now have all of the stock images basically showing it off, and I think it is absolutely incredible looking, honestly. Super nice looking sculpt as per usual, but the paint scheme they've given this one is really cool. There are so many Recur figures at this point I am just dying to get my hands on. Then something that is really quite interesting, it looks as though we are going to get Pop Funko versions of the Land Before Time. This is definitely quite epic if you ask me, and I will for sure be acquiring the full set of these guys, specifically that Sharptooth. I am just dying to get my hands on, but I'm really excited to see the Land Before Time getting more figures, something that I feel like is long overdue. Then when it comes to PNSO, we also have ourselves a brand new marine reptile that is releasing, and I cannot even begin to say the name of this one. Definitely going to have to do some research into this species because I know nothing about this one, and it's also quite the name to try to pronounce, but the figure itself looks really cool, and I'm definitely excited to see more marine reptiles finally from PNSO. Then when it comes to Dino Dream, they have absolutely been killing it when it comes to all of the Jurassic World Rebirth releases they have recently announced. First of all, we have an Aqualops, which we can see from this image right here. We are also going to have a Mosasaurus, which we can see again from this image. Obviously, these are just early images of the figures, as well as, of course, the Quetzalcoatlus. Again, showing you just the sheer amount of reveals they've had recently On top of that, we've got ourselves the full reveal of the fully painted prototype for the swimming Spinosaurus in 1/30th scale, and as you can see, it is insanely cool. Definitely a really nice, sculpt and everything, and not to mention paint job. But we also have, again, the swimming version, which is exactly how we see the Spino for the most part portrayed in all of the trailers for Rebirth. But you also have a 1/30th scale standing version of the Spinosaurus. So as you can see, two different variants of the Spinosaurus, both coming from Dino Dream. So I guess you basically can choose as far as which one you prefer, whether it be standing or swimming. You've got the best of both worlds. Then when it comes to Schleich, there has recently been a brand new version of the T-Rex they've unveiled here. As you can see, a very interesting color scheme. This is another of those exclusive figures that you can find on their website, actually, right now. Then when it comes to Castermind Creations, we can see this image he has recently shown off. Basically, his dedication to the young Tyrannosaurus Rex. It looks so nice, absolutely incredible, and a very realistic take on a classic. I cannot wait until this one releases. I love Castermind stuff, so this is definitely a very exciting release coming from them. Also, when it comes to Preacher, he is working on a Jurassic World Rebirth figure on his own. You can see he's creating a D-Rex, and it looks super cool as well. There is just so much right now to be excited about when it comes to different dinosaur releases. And again, if that's not enough to get you excited, and of course the mention of Land Before Time earlier, we also have a sneak peek of the Sharptooth coming from Guilherme Bilinski Art. And as you can see, not only is it absolutely incredible and super screen accurate, it is also gigantic. That is a beast of a Tyrannosaurus. And then when it comes to the Jurassic World line, something quite interesting that was recently shared with me by Chris Raymond Dyer, there is going to be some brand new Gujitsu figures coming. We can see we've got ourselves a green Tyrannosaurus Rex. We also have a Velociraptor, but then you also have a Spinosaurus as well. I don't know if these are coming to the United States or if this is going to be something only found in Australia, but if they do end up here, I'll definitely pick them up because I really quite like the Gujitsu figures. And the final thing I have, and a thank you has to go out to Collect Jurassic, we have a brand new Mattel reveal. We are getting yet another super colossal figure, as if we haven't had enough already. It looks as though we are getting a brand new paint variant of the Atrociraptor, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if this is like a Chaos Theory figure or something, maybe releasing with the next season of Chaos Theory, but it's interesting that they've chosen to bring this one back. I was a pretty big fan of the first Atrociraptor. However, I think this might be the first time that I actually skip out on a super colossal. I have acquired every single one prior to this, but there's nothing that really draws me in about this one, so I'll probably skip it. But for anybody that is interested, hopefully it will be coming at some point, probably later in the year. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.